What's up, YouTube, and welcome to A Day with Janine. So today on A Day with Janine, we're doing a story time, and this story time is going to be about the time that I got a whooping, my last whooping, like the last whooping I ever got. So we're gonna go back to 2018. Okay, I was 13. This is all I know. I was 13. I was in 8th grade. Okay, so boo, this is a lot of backstory. Okay, so there was this I was in 8th grade. I was going to a new middle school. I went to 6th and 7th grade at one middle school, but this is a new middle school, right? So there's this boy, and mind you, this boy, I know him since elementary school, right? I know him since 4th grade. We were cool. I used to have a crush on him. He told me he used to have a crush on me. This is later down the line, though. This is when he told me. Y'all, I'm not gonna tell y'all what. Anyways, so he moved out of state, and we lost contact in 4th, 5th grade. Like, we haven't talked since then. But I found him on Instagram closer towards the end of 7th grade year. First red flag, he had a girlfriend. This is not even about him, but it has to be, because that's why I got my whooping, y'all. Okay? No, it wasn't on no grown stuff. It was, but it wasn't. Okay? So, we reconnect or whatever. First red flag. I mean, he lived in another state, but he had a girlfriend. And he was talking to me like he didn't have a girlfriend. But I was 13. And okay, I knew it was weird, but I was 13, not too much. So he moves back down here. We're talking, we're cool, we're friends, we get really close. We get really close. And I don't know, guys, because I can't fathom the things I used to do. I can't fathom the mindset I was in. You get what I mean? I can't even be this is I remember certain things, but I don't remember enough. So we get really close. We like each other, or he's sweet. He poured it on thick, y'all. Okay, not too much. Okay, let me describe him, because my type back then was tall, light-skinned man. Okay, so he was tall and light-skinned. He was mixed too. That don't really play no part. That wasn't a choice. Not a choice, but that wasn't a deciding factor. It's just trying to describe more how he looked. Okay, he was tall, skinny, light-skinned. Okay, I still have a picture, y'all. My archives on Instagram go so far back to that. Okay, so we're texting or whatever, and the school I go to ends up eventually, the bus ends up going to another school. So my school got out at 4:15 or 4 o'clock. Okay, later than most middle schools. Most middle schools kind of get out, or a lot got out at 3:15, because the ones I went to did not get out at 3:15. We got out at 4:20. Okay, anyways, but yeah, so our bus would go pick up their after school kids, because they would have been out of school and have had after school by the time our bus, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? By the time our bus would be passing them, they would be done with after school. So our bus used to stop at the school he went to. Let me tell you this. I think I knew he went to this school. This school, my brothers went to this school. So the school I go to, we're going to call it Lions. And then we're going to call the school he went to Jaguars. I don't know what their mascot was, actually. I think it was a Jaguar. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to lie. So, but you know what I mean? So I don't want to say the names, because, yeah, this was a big, it wasn't a big thing, but the situation with, anyways, we're talking about why I got my butt whooped. We have a lot of other story times that I can do based on this one experience. So not the whooping, but the boy. Okay. So, first time I seen him, y'all, I was so dramatic. I don't know what part of me, as I got older, I used to think I was shy. I gave that to myself. My little sister back there sleeps, so y'all hear her. I gave that to myself, because nothing about me, I'm not going to talk to strangers, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? I was very much myself, extra, just over the top, because why, when I saw him, I screamed. The whole bus was I literally screamed, out loud, oh my, I think I started crying. Oh my gosh. Yes, it was a lot. I don't even know what I was on. I couldn't tell you. So that happens. I'm just so in shock. And this is around Valentine's Day as well. So I'm so in shock because we're texting at this point. Like, we talk to each other like every day at this point, and and so I'm like, oh my goodness, like, no way I'm really seeing him again. Like, I thought I was never going to see him because I was 13. I was not at the point in my life where I was going to go link up with no boy. Like, if we don't see each other when we see each other, we not going to see each other unless we see each other. But you get what I mean? So I wasn't. That's just not the type of time I was on. But, I mean, we're going to get there. So, yeah, I saw him. We didn't really speak because I don't know if he saw me. But y'all, the atmosphere of the bus after ice cream was my friends were like, Janine, what? Everybody was like, Janine, what? Like, are you good? Like, what's wrong? Like, is something wrong? Because this was a bad school. Not like that, but this was a school who was known for crazy stuff. So it's like, if I scream, they're like, girl, what? Like, why are you screaming? Oh my gosh, y'all, that's so embarrassing. Like, we live and we learn. I don't know why I scream. Like, I was just so like, oh my gosh. So, blah, blah, blah. We're going to move past all the small details. I like to tell all the small little itty bitty details, none of which matter for this specific story time. But I'm going to give y'all all the backstory about this. So next time it could just be other stories. So, yeah, so he was sitting with a girl and he was holding her stuffed animal. First of all, another red flag. I mean, we were in middle school, but that was his friend's girlfriend. And I thought they were dating. So you already know, okay? So a lot of this is besides the point. So y'all, I'm trying to think. Give me a second. So it became like a thing. It became a thing where my school bus would pick up the kids from that school like regularly. That was a regular thing. So we started riding the bus like this. Like, we started talking. Like, we started sitting on the bus. My friends would be like, oh, you're fake because when he gets on the bus you move and you go up there. How is that fake? I spent the time that it took to get from our school. Well, not all my friends. I'm not going to say all of them. It was like, that's fake. But they was like, girl, that's fake. People used to call me boy crazy and stuff like that. But now people are really boy crazy and I'm not. So anyways, I'm not going to talk trash. I gotta stop talking trash. I'm just a trash talker. But listen, okay? But yeah. So he golly gee. Yeah, like, I was just that type of girl who, when she liked the boy, and like, I would just like go above and beyond. Like, y'all, if I liked the boy, that was my husband. Like, not that it was my husband because I didn't even really think about marriage for real. But I was like, yeah, that's my man. Like, that's gonna be my man forever. I'm going to love him forever. Yeah, I really thought I was gonna love people forever. Like, I really believed this. Like, this is not something, it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna love you forever and not for real. No, y'all, okay? So we start, sitting together on the bus, blah, blah, blah. We're not dating yet. Y'all, this was bad. This wasn't bad, but it was just a canon event. Very much so. Like, oh my gosh. So I started eventually getting off the bus at his stop. Mind you, no, let me take it all the way back. Remember how I told y'all we knew each other since elementary school? We lived in the same neighborhood in elementary school as well. So the neighborhood he currently lived in 8th grade was my old neighborhood. So it's not like I was getting off at a place I knew nothing. That's the only reason, guys. Let me stress this. The stuff I did was crazy. I was really 13 was a time. I had a time. Like, I won't say it was good. It was interesting. It was a very transitional period. It was life. Okay, I have a lot of story times from that time period. But jeez Louise, I be forgetting, y'all. I be talking about one thing and then everything else just leaves. So I started getting off at his stop. And the only reason is, yes, because that was my own neighborhood. I felt comfortable there. Like, I didn't, nothing was really crazy. I wasn't scared. So I would get off at his stop. We would never go in his house. Never been in his house, like, ever. If maybe once. And that's a stretch. Okay? I've seen it. I don't think I've been in it. Okay? So we used to just hang out outside. One time we went to the laundry room. This is when he asked me to be his girlfriend, y'all. in the laundry room, like, of the place. Like, the laundry room was attached to the rent office. So we were chilling in there, you know, all booed up. You know, not doing anything crazy, you know, hugging each other, you know, maybe kissing here and there. Y'all, I wasn't really into doing anything. That's why boys used to carry me so much. They used to be like, you're not on nothing. Oh, my bad. Anyways. So, yeah. So, I used to walk home from there. And how I used to disguise it, because y'all were like, well, how'd you get away with this? How'd you get away with this? I was supposed to be in FBLA, and sometimes I went to after school and I would just go. Or sometimes I would just be like, oh, there's after school. Guys, I was bad. I wasn't bad, but that was bad. That's bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. It was dangerous. What I did was dangerous. It was an hour and 20-minute walk home. Guys, when I tell you the things I used to do for men, the things I used to do for love, beyond me, just crazy. An hour and 20-minute walk home in the dark. A 13-year-old little girl, y'all. And I used to take back roads. It wasn't even like I was on the main street the whole time. No, I would cut down. Well, this is the way that the GPS was telling me to go. Okay, right. So yeah, and sometimes my phone would be dead. I will always have all my school stuff, so it's not like, I mean, I have my book bag and stuff, but sometimes my phone would be dead. So I was really SOL. Like, once I started getting the route, like, I memorized the route, it was okay if my phone was dead. I'm like, oh, I know where I'm going. I was scared some days. I was really scared some days. I was sad some days. Those were very, like, I don't know what I was doing. I really don't. So one of the times, I'm walking home. Yeah, I'm walking home from his place. Thing is, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain a lot of this situation because, for one, I don't remember too much, but it's something I really pushed to the back of my brain that I chose not to remember. Like, I choose not to remember anything. First of all, let me tell you that. If I don't want to think about it, if it's not a positive thought, I don't think about it, like, at all. I just, okay, now. I just, like, suck it up, brush it off. I don't know. It just disappears. Like, it don't disappear, but it takes some digging. So, I mean, I think everyone's like that. But, you know, I hate when I explain stuff and people are like, everyone's like that. Well, I didn't say everyone wasn't like that. I just said I was like that. Like, because everyone's not the same. There's some people who aren't like that. There's some people who can't stop thinking about things. Oh, I control my mind. I control this thing. This thing up here, God helps me control it. Let me tell you all that. I don't just control it by myself. God helps me control it. But back to the story. I'm walking down the street. This is a street with Jake's Diner on it. This is a street with Krispy Kreme. It's well lit. This is a well-lit street. This is after the dark roads, the back roads. Oh, that's whatever. I'm closer to home. I'm close to home, maybe 30, 45 minutes from home. Walking. Not a light, but there is a light. So a car passes me. And I don't know if I saw the car before it passed me. Y'all, it was my mom. It was my mom and my little sister's dad. And I'm walking home from a boy's house. Janine, okay, wait. So she don't want to go downstairs. But, so, yeah, they picked me up. I get in the car. And I don't even know if we said anything. I don't even know if there was a conversation. I don't remember. I don't remember at all. I just know that I'm in for it because, y'all, and it's been a while at this point since I had a whooping. Like, it's been a minute. I thought I've been had my last. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Did I do it again after I got that whooping? I think I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yo. But what was I about to say? Yeah, that was the last, like, we got back home. I'm in the living room. That's where I got the whooping at. It wasn't that bad. Like, the moral of it was, like, the whooping wasn't because of anything else, because the fact that that was not safe. Like, that was not safe. What are you doing? I don't know if they thought I was doing grown stuff. I really wasn't. I really was just going to see that boy, and yeah, it wasn't Nothing crazy. I don't know, guys. And then he had a lot of stuff, and that's when I realized that that's the first experience I had, like, dealing with a guy who had so much, like, trauma and so much, like, stuff, that I just felt like, oh yes, Janine, you can just take that all away. No, you can't. Only God can take that away, baby. Only person who can take away your hurt, and that is God. So please don't think you can be out here changing anybody because oh, I'm so sweet, I'm so nice, hey, I can change him. Only person that can change him is him and God. He has to want it. You can't change somebody by force. Now, if you do change somebody, that means they were willing to be changed. I don't think people understand that. Like, oh, I changed him because he was willing to be changed. Not because of anything. You get what I mean? You can't change someone who doesn't want to change. You can't. And this is just the moral, not the moral, but things I've learned. So this is a little, at the end of the video, a little advice from the story time. Don't put yourself in harm's way for no boy who's definitely not going to put himself in harm's way for you. I have a bunch more story times about a bunch more stuff pertaining to this boy. Blessed. Like, guys, I actually forgot about a lot of stuff, so I have to remember. I have a lot of story times about a lot of things that I forgot. That's why I need to do story times as soon as things happen, because if it hurt me, I'm not thinking about it. You know what I mean? It's not something I'm like, okay, until I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a story time on it. Like, if it's something that didn't, like, I learned from it, but I don't know, I just learned from things and let the experience go. Not the experience, but you know what I mean? It happened. Because I really, you'll remember feeling so intense in certain moments, and then down the line, like here, like I remember feeling so intense at 13, but I can't even remember what that intensity was about. I remember being head over heels for that boy. I remember being head over heels for that boy. And I'm just not understanding, like, where that came from. I'm sorry, because in this day and age, I can't be head over heels for no man who's not applying himself. Because men back then, they weren't even men, they were boys, guys. I'm 19 now, so I was 13 here, so they were boys then. But you know what I mean? Like, they weren't applying themselves. And I don't care what anyone say. People know how to apply themselves at any time, because I know how to apply myself at that age. So, but that's neither here nor there. But what all I can say is know who you are, know what you like, know yourself before you try any of this other stuff. Because the thing about me back then is I was not as conscious as I am now. Like, the level of awareness I have, I was nowhere near that at 13. Like, I was near it, but not in the sense of myself. In a sense of others, yes. I have that awareness of other people. Kind of. It's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to explain. I think that's why I like to tell myself, oh, you were so shy, because I just was always aware of, like, other people and, like, what they felt and, like, how to manage their emotions. Not manage their emotions, but you know what I mean? Like, try to help them, or, like, try to, you know what I mean? Feeding off of their energy instead of giving out energy to be fed off of. Now that's what I do. Now you're either going to feed off my energy or you're going to starve. And I'm full, so it's okay. I'm fine. You get what I mean? So I'm hungry right now, though. So we're gonna cancel. Guys, I'm hungry, and my brain is not. It's not working with me right now. But that's the end of this video. The story of my last whooping. It was kind of not played out, but that's the reason I got my last whooping. It's because I was walking to go see that boy. Was that the last whooping I got? Yeah, that was my last whooping. I can't remember a whooping after that, because I don't think I got a whooping after that. I didn't. So if you haven't got a whooping by the age of 13, try not to do anything else to get yourself a whooping. Because I thought I was free and clear. I was like, I'm 13, guys. Yeah. And I've been this height since I was 12. So it's not like, you know, I'm not really tall. Me and my mom are the same height. So it's like, that's another thing I'd be thinking about. I'd be like, y'all, this is just commentary at the end of the video. The video's over. I'm just talking. But I've been this height for 7 years. And I haven't grown an inch, but I don't feel any way about that, if that makes sense. Because, like, as a kid, when you're growing and stuff. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you're short. You're a baby. You are a cute baby. What you doing all this extra for? Because you can't hear the TV? Y'all, she can't hear the TV because it's muted because I'm making a video. What you got going on? she cute. So anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you're having a great morning, evening, noon, night, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. I hope you had a good day. I hope you will have a good day. If you didn't have a good day already, I hope your day gets better. Well, the next day. What? I hope your day, y'all. Your day's gotta be better than this little piece of hair not curling. Guys, this is a synthetic blend wig. I promise you it is. It was $70 off of Temu, but guess what? Guess how many times I've installed this wig? 100,000 times. About over 10. It's been over. I've installed this wig at least 10 times. I mean, it's still holding up. It was a 13x6. This is not human. It's definitely a blend just because, you see, yeah, it's a blend. But $70. And you see how much I get out of it? Yeah, I'll wear a wig for a day or two. So I don't invest in certain things. Put your money where you know it's going to stretch. Like, not even know where you know it's going to stretch, but spend your money wisely. We're going to do a video about that. That's the end of this video. Have a great day.